Good morning and welcome in everyone. Before we get into this morning's update, and we have to do this in a hurry as I got to leave in about 20 minutes to get my son to school, but I wanted to do about a 10-minute update. As we can see, XRP is down about 2.19% on the day, but it doesn't tell the story. Yesterday, Brad Garlinghouse came out on X. He put out a little video. You can watch my video from yesterday, but we'll probably analyze it today as well later on in the day. But Brad Garlinghouse said that the time we've basically been waiting for, that the SEC will drop the lawsuit against Ripple. There has been no official announcement from the SEC as of yet, but Brad Garlinghouse isn't just saying that. As you can see, it says SEC's XRP reversal, a victory for the industry, Ripple CEO. So we're waiting for the official acknowledgement from the SEC. After Brad Garlinghouse, which is the CEO of Ripple, said that the lawsuit is over. Yesterday, we had a price surge to about $2.59, and the way it's set up right now is not bad. It's not bad. Right now, we could pull this off, and as long as we don't lose this consolidation, I mean, we've got a technical swing up, which is the targeted move out of a breakout from that, what one could call a symmetrical triangle. But we've got a little bit of a nice movement here. This is a nice little bull flag that's set up this morning. If that plays out, that should bring us back up to that 256 to 259 area. And then ultimately, we could have a play all the way back up to $2.95. Nice little flag developed there. If this is a breakout area, let's just say it's already hit the support. First here, after getting back up to the 259, then you'd have about 276. And then you could finish it off at 295 if this keeps its bullish tendency. So we'll have to watch how this plays out through the day. But the way that it is set up now, it does look like, got a nice little bull flag here. It came down for that nice double bottom after the push up. And it looks like a Gartley's formed here, a bullish Gartley. And it should bring us up to about 276. And then the pattern, the shorter term pattern, which, I mean, we're not technically looking at it as a symmetrical triangle in this perspective. It's that falling channel with the wider inverse head and shoulders. And now it's created a nice bullish continuation, it looks like here. Assuming we don't get invalidated, which is always a possibility. But we have to see if we get invalidated. And that has not happened as of yet. We'll go through, and I'll do the intro, and then we'll finish this up. Good morning. 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, March 20th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Tommy, we'll go in a minute, buddy. So XRP, after all that stuff yesterday, we've had a little bit of a consolidation here, which was a good consolidation. We've actually created what looks like a bullish consolidation. It looks like XRP should be set up here. And if this plays out appropriately, we're in the midst of, or we're on the verge here, and it should be in a rather matter-of-fact way. We could see about a initial 14% and ultimately 22% move. This tiny little flag right here, that looks like it's, that's if we don't get invalidated here. So a way to look for invalidation is if we lose the support here at 242 and then ultimately fall below that support structure that's created on this double bottom. And then your next support would be to try to come back down to 236 as we haven't back tested the breakout of this area. So we could technically do that. And if we do, we could have a breakout from back here, and then the target would be just slightly lower, not much. So that's what we're developing right now. So I don't feel bad about that. I think this is exactly what we wanted to see develop here. And as long as we don't invalidate the structure, that's an inverse head and shoulders. And it's above the neckline. And now it's above the breakout point of the resistance on that downtrending, what was a falling channel, so to say. So that's a good sign. We've had breakouts here. And the technical fill out, the first layer was 264. And it's almost there. Now we've created a bull flag off of this push up. And this is what you want to see for follow through. We've had a nice cutback. And now we're starting to... Well, I mean, you could technically come down farther and retest the golden cross. Which, let's face it, when the USA wakes up, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about an hour, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which right now it's about 5:04 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're about 1 hour, 1.5 hours away from when the market usually has that downward volatility. But we did have some volatility overnight, but I would not be surprised if we continue on and try to retest these golden crosses, confirm that this area is a sign of strength, as we've been riding the 20-day as well here, so we haven't given that back. I'm sure we tested lower area, yeah. So on the 45, we came back. You know, and it's doing what we would like to see happen in these perspectives. And like I said, if this flag plays out, it's a lot clearer on this chart because I have it in a different time frame. But if this does happen to play out, and like where I'm going to go from would be the, let's see. I'm going to go from the 200-day and the 20-day as the breakout point. So that gets us up to that 275. It's exactly what we talked about before. So $2.75 would be the target here. If we can hold this golden cross that's potentially forming here in the 4-hour time frame, we're looking at a 15.5% move. And I think that that is more than just, you know, let's hope and pray. I think this is something that's developing here. And as long as we don't get a wild volatility to the downside, I think that this is set up. Yes, we can have lower levels to test the support structure, but we definitely, we're getting into position here to potentially have a bullish continuation, and it'll be nice to see. XRP Bitcoin pairing is sitting down 0.92% today. It looks very strong. Nice inverse head and shoulders breakout. Back tested the neckline, created another smaller inverse head and shoulders on the inverse right arm. We've been all over this. And now with a breakout here, you got to get past 3057, which was the next resistance. You're going to have a big push. This is where you can have a huge push up. And this is, I'm not saying you're going to go all the way to the 5118 sat level. But if this breaks out, I mean, you're talking about a push up. We'll have to come back up here at 3.4. And then if it breaks out of there, it gets a lot more explosive. So we'll continue to talk about this as the days go on. But ultimately, I'm looking for it to get up to 5110 sat level and then higher. But we've got to do this universally. We've got XRP market cap at 144.3 billion, down about 3.49 billion on the day, or 2.36%, but sitting at 144.133 billion. We've spiked out here on this as well. This is a very good sign. Now, we have to make sure the move didn't start early, but as of right now, even if this is bearish, it looks like we're going to have a volatile move up still and probably test what looks like a little cup. It's funny, my son woke up last night. He fell asleep at about 5:30, and then he woke up at, no, it was 5:30 when he fell asleep. And he woke up at about 10:30, 11, and he was up until about 3 a.m. So I only slept for about 2 hours, but he got right up at 6:30 because he wants to go to school. He's looking forward to his therapy, but I'm going to be kind of on the fritz today a little bit.
We're a little zombie.
Well, don't listen to Julie. She got sleep. I let her go to bed at 7:30. She's wide awake. But it'll be a fine day. It'll be a good day. So even if it comes back down here, and let's just say it comes to 139, you're looking at a 14% surge here. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at a 14 to 15% surge here in XRP. The market cap looks like it wants to come up to about 161.5 billion, assuming we hold 139 billion. So there's a little wiggle room here this morning for it to consolidate a little bit farther. But ultimately, we're looking for a push of 15% here, roughly, maybe even a little bit more. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got any help out of this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the over 31,400 subscribers. Share this so that others can see this content. If you hit the like button, it'll help it push through the algorithm on YouTube. But if you're looking to trade, I would set it up before all this volatility happens. XRP, you can do it on BITUNIX. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees, lowest maker-taker fee. So you can buy XRP without all of the top side fees. There's other ways of joining and buying stuff, but that would be the preference and the choice that I would use. So other than that, I'm going to release this. Have a blessed day, everybody. I'll do an update later today. If you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments. And Bitcoin, Last thing is Bitcoin, if it gets over this 86,574, that's where we're going to have this spike up, and it looks like a bull flag set up here. We're retesting the golden cross, and assuming we don't invalidate this golden cross, and I reserve the right to measure it from where I want, but we'll just say it comes up from this part here. Our technical target here would be about 90K. So Bitcoin's heading for 90K. It's targeting, and XRP's targeting $2.75. Stay blessed, everyone.